Welcome to episode 160 of the Ben Briggs podcast. I am Ben Briggs. It's Saturday, people. Saturday, the 14th of November, 2020. And it is the fucking weekend. Over here, there's fuck all to do at the weekend anymore. So we're all staying in, fucking deteriorating our mental fucking health. That's what we do now. I hope you're all right. I hope you're keeping sane, even though that start seemed a little bit insane by myself. And enjoying the fucking weekend. Over here in the UK, it's fucking cold as fuck, baby. It's cold outside. Yeah, it's fucking freezing today, man. The old winter is fucking kicking in, baby. There's one thing, the only one thing I do like about the UK, and I do like this, is the fucking seasons. It's not the one thing I like about the UK. There's a lot of good things about this fucking Fair Isle, people. Ignore the history, obviously. This could be a podcast of just apologizing about shit that my ancestors did. Yeah, the one thing I do like is the seasons. And when it gets, you know what I like? I like in the mornings where you go out and it's got that crisp sort of like cold snap in the air and your face feels a little bit chilly and stuff like that. But you're wrapped up in your hat and scarf and fucking coat and fucking whatever else you do to keep you downstairs warm, and a little willy warmer on the end of it. Who knows? But yeah, I do like that about living in England and being an Englishman. The fucking the seasons that we get, and you know the other side of winter. There's nothing like going out. The other side of winter, you got spring, and then you get the summer. 5 hours of summer or something. Whatever we fucking get these days. About 5 hours of summer, and then fucking autumn kicks in again for another year. But what I do like, and I always fucking love this, and the reason why I couldn't live somewhere like California, or not that I've got that option, obviously, people, but the reason I couldn't live out like somewhere that's constantly fucking warm or constantly hot, like Mexico or fucking some of these nice countries near the old fucking equator or the other side of the equator or whatever. I like that fucking feeling of going outside, being fucking freezing cold, and then coming back to a nice warm fucking house, having a nice warm fucking cup of tea or coffee, cup of Rosie Lee, and then fucking relaxing after that. I fucking love that. I used to when I used to play football years ago when I was a kid and that, up until I departed the sporting arena at the age of about, like, I think I stopped playing football at about the age of 25. I had one game where I fucking bust my nose in the first half of the game, like going in for a low header, and somebody's knee came in and fucking bust the old conch, because the old conch sticks out a bit, people. And then I went back on after that, and in the second half, like, somebody fucking tackled me and I dislocated my knee. And I thought, fuck it, I can't do this anymore. I'm retiring. The England career and dream is over. So yeah, but I used to when I used to play football, and it was a fucking cold day, and it gets fucking cold. That sort of cold day where the ground's fucking hard and frozen, and you've still got like the stud marks in the ground from where it was like boggy like a couple of weeks before, and that's frozen. And it's all uneven and shit like that, and difficult to control the ball for others, I imagine. But yeah, I used to fucking love coming in after a game, and you'd be fucking That's the sort of ground where you do a slide tackle and you fucking end up cutting your legs because, like, the stud marks are fucking frozen, like, you know, stalagmites, is it? They're the ones that go up, aren't they? Stalagmites. Tights go down. Yeah, I used to love coming in, having a bath, and you get that fucking pins and needly tingling feeling because you're freezing fucking cold and you go into a hot bath and then suddenly your whole body comes to life again. That's probably not good for you, actually, but, you know, I'll deal with that. I'll deal with those repercussions later on in life, I imagine. But, yeah, I used to really love that, like playing on a cold, fucking crispy morning. And not fucking... The worst thing was playing football when it was, like, cold morning and it was rainy and windy. That was the fucking worst thing. I used to fucking hate that. I didn't mind it if it was, like, rainy but not that cold. Or I didn't mind it when it was, like, just, like, a bit of a cold snap. And, you know, I never used to be, like, wear gloves or anything like that. And you'd just be wearing, like, shorts and fucking socks, football socks, and you'd have that patch in between where the shorts left, where the shorts stopped and the socks started at your knee, and there'd be like a little gap of about like 20 centimeters or something like that would just be fucking red raw because you were cold. And yeah, I didn't mind that. I never used to wear gloves or anything like that. Gloves are for pussies, man. I remember I had to play for a team years ago, and when it was fucking cold, when I was only a kid, I was about 8 or 9 or something like that, and the manager got us to wear tights, so I had to wear my mum's tights because it was so fucking cold that day. Jesus. And playing at the back, as I used to do, disgusting. It sounds a bit disgusting these days. Playing at the back, like I used to play centre back or left back. So yeah, you're fucking standing around for quite a bit of the game sometimes. So it was fucking chilly. But I never wore fucking gloves. But that's the reason why. I mean, it's cold outside today, but like fucking, it's only going to get colder like December and January and stuff. January is always fucking cold, and down here, in amongst the wilds of Briggs Towers, because we're down by the river and that, it gets foggy as fuck. But I quite like that sort of Jack the Ripper sort of weather, as they call it, isn't it? Where it's all foggy, dark. You can see the street lights, but they're like everything's hazy and that sort of thing. I quite like it. It's quite nice. The whole world seems sort of like slightly out of focus. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's have a little bit of... we've got coffee, but we've got it in a mug. We ain't got it in a posh glass today because they're all fucking dirty and I've been living like a slob all week. Nice bit of coffee there. Let's finish it off, for fuck's sake. Come on. Yeah, I've let myself go this week, people. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't even gonna attempt to lie to you people out there. I have let myself go a little bit because I don't think it's one of those weeks where I've been working the day job, putting in a few extra hours. So I've been getting up early, getting up about 1 a.m, going in for 2, and then working like 8.5 hours or whatever till 10:30, coming home, having breakfast, laying on the fucking sofa, having an afternoon kip, then getting up, doing a few bits, and then getting to bed at about 9 o'clock. And then you're up at 1 again, so you're getting like 4 hours sleep because you try and calculate it in your head that, well, if I get 4 hours in the afternoon and then 4 hours at night, but you just wake up fucked at 1 o'clock in the morning and you're just like, oh, fucking hell, man. Here we go again, baby. And the cycle just continues. So I've just been getting home, having something to eat, thinking, fuck that, I'll watch it up later. And now I think I have 1 fork left and 1 bowl. And everything else in the kitchen is fucking, it's piled up everywhere. And you just think, oh, at some point, I've got to address this issue and get everything sorted and wash up. But now is not the time for that, people. Isn't it? You just think, oh, fuck it. I'll just, you start looking at saucepan lids and thinking, well, I could fucking probably eat off that. It's got a little handle that I could put underneath like that. Makes a nice little plate with a handle like that and just eat it off with a fucking, a screwdriver or something. So yeah, I have let things slip a little bit this week, people. But hey, it's very troubling times, isn't it? We're all questioning ourselves right now and what we're doing and what the future holds and stuff like that. You know what the future holds for me right now, people out there trying to give all these motivational speeches and shit like that. The future holds for me a massive pile of fucking washing up that's going to take me probably about an hour to do. And I need to leave some stuff to soak because I've left it out on the side so the food just welds itself to the plate. I know, people. I know. I used to be better than this, but, sometimes you just got to, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, don't you? Just try and make it through, man. I'm just trying to live my life, man. That's it. Anyway, other people trying to live their lives this week. Tenuous link, no link at all. It is Diwali, whatever it is that. Not to dismiss it at all. It is Diwali, this week, which is, I didn't know this, that it was, observed by, I imagine, like, not observed by, but, that's what it says on Wikipedia here. He says, trying to act knowledgeable, but basically reading from the internet, which is what we all do from time to time, isn't it? That's what we do now, people, isn't it? Nobody needs to know anything now. You just need to know how to Google shit, and then you can correct people. And that's what we like to do. It is observed by, I thought it was a Hindu thing, but which it is. It says here. But Sikhs and Buddhists as well observe it, which is, which is a nice thing, isn't it? A bit of a community amongst the old religious types. Diwali is the festival of lights and one of the major festivals celebrated by Hindus. Jains, what the fuck are they? Just people called Jains? Traditionally known as Jain, or Jain. Am I saying that? Jainism? Traditionally known as gendarmes. They're the old French police. Love it as well. Is an ancient Indian religion. Gendarme traces its spiritual ideas and history through a succession of 24 leaders. Okay, I'm bored with that now. The festival usually lasts 5 days and is celebrated during the Hindu Luni solar month Kartika, between mid-October and mid-November. One of the most popular festivals of Hinduism. Whoa, get in there. Now, I haven't, I don't know. It's Hindu. I think Hindus are the ones with the cool gods, aren't they? The cool deities. They've all got loads of fucking arms and stuff like that, aren't they? Like, pig's heads, elephant heads, that sort of thing, isn't it? Isn't that Hindus? Ben, you're showing your lack of appreciation for other religions, and I don't quite like it. Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Isn't it Vishnu and that sort of thing, isn't it? Hindu gods. You see, what I'm doing now, people out there, is I'm trying to rack my brains for my religious education studies that kind of ended in middle school. Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. Yeah, that's it, isn't it? It's all Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom shit, isn't it? That's it. Not to, obviously, put down the religion or anything like that. Hey, they are the coolest gods, though, aren't they? They look cool. They're sitting there. They've got a fucking, one of them's got loads of arms. The other one's got a fucking trunk. What more do you need out of your fucking deities that you want to pray to? So the festivals, apparently, it's associated with Lakshmi, goddess of prosperity, with many other regional traditions connecting the holidays. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is there's loads of fucking fireworks going off outside. And it's due to that. I don't know what the fireworks are meant to do. What are they meant to do? Are they meant to scare off evil spirits or something like that? Let's Google that. Diwali fireworks. Fireworks. Sorry, people. It's a bit of a googly episode. To scare off. Oh, Jesus. Is that it? I've spelled scar there. Fucking. I don't know what's up with me today. I'm fucking retarded. Firecracker. Oh, God. Right. Anyway, that's come up with a load of shit about, hey, man, animals are scared when fireworks go off and shit like that. We were talking about this the other day. It may even be fireworks night. No, but still going on for some people. But there's definitely some shit going on outside at the minute. You possibly can't hear that because here at the Ben Briggs podcast, we like to cut out all background noise so you can concentrate on the bullshit that I am feeding you over this, over the web waves or wherever they are. Yeah, so it's Diwali. Like I say, like my religious education stopped pretty much at middle school. We had a really good RE teacher, religious education teacher, and I don't think it's any mean or any sort of like coincidence or anything like that, that by the time you get to the age of about 14 and you go to upper school, 13, 14, when you go to upper school and you start having ideas for yourself, that they kind of cancel religious education. They try and get you when you're fucking young, baby. That's it, innit? They have all major things covered, don't they? Particularly Christianity and Islam. And obviously the other religions, they have, you know, your naming ceremony, your wedding ceremony, your fucking death, everything in between. But we studied it quite a lot at middle school, and they took us on like fucking field trips. So we went to we went to a mosque. We went to the big mosque in London, the Central Park, not Central Park. What is it? No, that's fucking New York, innit? Mosque, London, Hyde Park, innit? Is it Hyde Park? Mosque, Hyde Park. It's the one with a big fucking gold dome on it. Hyde Park Mosque, London. That's it, innit? So have a look at the images. Yeah, that's the one. It was fucking cool, man. So we went there, and they let you know, like we had a look around inside and shit like that. You take off your shoes, then you wash your hands and stuff like that, and it's like, yeah, it's massive carpet, isn't it? Really, like I particularly liked the fact that, obviously, it seems obvious now, doesn't it? But at the time, I was fascinated by the fact that the carpet is in a design where you get your own little section, where you get to like face east and pray east and stuff like that. But like it's actually into the design of the carpet, or maybe that's just something I've made up. I don't know. Yeah, you get your own little booth, sort of like carpeted, like not booth, but like, you know, your little section of carpet. I like that idea. Like, and it's in the design of that, but it's fucking amazing. Like when you go in there, it's absolutely beautiful. And the dome on the outside and stuff like that. I don't know. Do Hindus have a? Oh, Jesus! This is a question that I never thought. I couldn't think of the word place of worship, so I've just typed in, do Hindus have a church? I mean, come on, people. Come on, Ben. You're better than that, Ben, aren't you? Surely? Do Hindus have a church? No, they fucking don't, Ben, because they're not Christians. Hindus' places of worship are temples. I'm sure we went to a Hindu temple. That would be, you've just said it, Ben, haven't you? Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. It's not like Indiana Jones and the church-like religious worship center of Doom, is it? You know, it's all in the name there, Ben, isn't it? You know, hey, people, I'm not perfect, am I? I'm sure typing into Google, do Hindus have a church, will get me banned off some sort of social media. Or some sort of cancellation from something. But yeah, so it's Diwali at the minute, which I don't really know, to be honest. Is it like Festival of Lights, one of the most popular festivals? Let's have a look. We're learning together here, people. You probably know all this anyway. Celebration of the day. Lord Rama returned to his kingdom with his wife Sita and his brother after defeating Ravana in Lanka and serving 14 years of exiles. In the lead up to Diwali, celebrants will prepare by cleaning. Oh, man. I am so not Diwali this week, baby. If Lord Rama could see my fucking kitchen at the minute, he would exile me, I think. Celebrates by cleaning, renovating, and decorating their homes and workplaces with diyas, oil lamps, and rangolis. I'm saying all this wrong, I know. During Diwali, people wear their finest clothes, illuminate the interior and exterior of their homes, perform worship ceremonies, and light fireworks and partake in family feasts. The 5-day-long festival originated in the Indian subcontinent. Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? It's quite good, isn't it? It seems like a sort of like festival where you do a bit of DIY, tart your house up a little bit and tart yourselves up a little bit. What more do we need than that? Well, what better festival than that, really, isn't it? It seems I knew all this shit, right, years ago, and I forgot it. But, you know, it's just been pushed out of my brain. I'm not a particularly religious person, as you may have guessed, people. But here I am. Look at me. Thirsty with the knowledge of different religions to myself. Can that be more progress in my life than that? It's making me want to fucking do my washing up, put on a suit, and fucking set some fireworks off inside my lounge. Yeah, so that's Diwali at the minute. Any questions? Have I dug myself out of that fucking hole yet that I created for myself by saying what is the equivalent of a Hindu church or whatever? Do Hindus have a church? Here we go. Also, talking about everybody who has their day. Not that was really, hey man, they've even got religions over there. It's World Diabetes Day, people. World keep your foot attached to the fucking end of your leg day, isn't it? Hey man, everywhere's got a day now. Yeah, World Diabetes Day. It's an official day by the United Nations. Surely it is. This is the interesting thing about it. It is actually on the birthday, the 14th of November. It's marked every year on the 14th of November. So it's today, people. Today. No chocolate today in homage to World Diabetes Day. Or you know. It's marked every year on the 14th of November, it says here, for the birthday of Sir Frederick Banting. He was full of bants, just like Joshin, who co-discovered insulin along with Charles Best. If you were Charles Best, in 1922, they co-discovered insulin. If you were Charles Best, you'd be a bit fucked off by that, wouldn't you? If you co-discovered it with somebody, and then Sir Frederick Banting, like, gets World Diabetes Day on his birthday. When was Charles Best born? Charles Best. American-Canadian scientists. Born 27th of February. There you go. It could have been his, but they just couldn't wait, could they? So his birthday was totally ignored, and they decided to go with Sir Frederick Banting. It was probably his bants, wasn't it? That's why they did it. It was a lot more approachable, a lot more of a geezer, wasn't he? But yeah, it's World Diabetes Day today. So, not that that means anything to me, although if I keep, like, eating and leaving food around and eating as much food as I'm doing, it may be an issue. Who knows? Oddly enough, years ago and stuff like that, when I was drinking a little bit too much in my 20s and shit like that, I had to go on fucking tablets for fucking, like, sorting out that sort of thing. And they thought at one point that I might be diabetic, and I had to keep I drank my way into fucking having to take my fucking blood sugar with a little needle prick thing, and then all that sort of thing, and I had a little kit and stuff like that. But I drank my way into that when I was I don't know, like fucking mid-20s, late 20s, I think. No, it couldn't have been late 20s. It must have been about mid-20s. When I was hitting it hard, people, before I was the shell of a man I am now. When I was going out, drinking every night, finishing work and just drinking, because I was like, hey, man, I'm bound to find out what I want to do with my life at the end of this glass. Ah, shit. I didn't find out what I wanted to do at the end of that pint glass. Let's have another pint glass and find out if this will come up with, like, some sort of solution to my life at the end of this one. Ah, fucking hell. There's no answers there. Let's just keep drinking, baby, until we find one. Yeah, so that was that. One interesting thing I did see this week, actually, that came up. About Donald Trump. Oh, man, I hate Donald Trump. He's such a fucking dick and his hair's all funny. I'm not going to take that approach on it. Like every fucking liberal comedian. Oh, God, Donald Trump says stupid things and his hair's funny and he talks with his mouth funny. I hate Donald Trump, man. He's such a dick. I'm not going to take that approach, even though he is a bit of a fucking dick, isn't he? This was quite funny. Like the Christopher Columbus, was it? Not the discoverer, but the director. There was an article that came out about Donald Trump, how he bullied his way into Home Alone 2. You forget that Donald Trump was in Home Alone 2. Like, he's obviously in it. But apparently he bullied his way into, I don't know whether he got Christopher Columbus up against the fucking wall and said, I don't give a fuck what you've discovered. You're going to discover a star and put me in your film, baby. And it cameo, and the edit sparked a diplomatic row, apparently. So, having accidentally flown to New York, oh, no, that's fucking, why is it telling me about, like, the fucking plot of the film? When the film was released in 1992, Trump owned the Plaza Hotel in real life, and it's claimed that the future US president actually bullied his way into Home Alone 2. According to the director, Christopher Columbus, not that one, Trump filmed a scene with Macaulay Culkin because and it demanded to have a cameo in exchange for use of his hotel for filming. Trump said, okay, we paid the fee, but he also said the only way you can use the plaza is if I'm in the movie. That's fucking amazing. You see, if you have enough money, A, you can get in a fucking film, and B, you become president of the United States. What a fucking, it just goes to show, doesn't it? It just goes to fucking show. If you've got enough money, you can fucking do anything. You can get in films. You can fucking, become the most powerful man, like, on the planet, more or less, depending on whether you believe in, like, CIA conspiracies and shit like that. I don't know, mate. I might start a GoFundMe to get me to being a Hollywood star so I can buy my own fucking flash hotel and get in that way. Not many people take that route, do they? Not many people take that route into acting, do they? That's it could be what Jeff Bezos is going to be doing, or Bill Gates in the end. Bill Gates just becomes a fucking action hero and just finances his own fucking films. I would fucking pay money to see Bill Gates as a jacked up, roided up fucking action hero in a fucking dirty vest. And he just goes mental and just starts making his own action films. That would be fucking amazing. The amount of money that he earns, just exploding shit, and he just goes in there with his dorky little geeky little glasses on. Spindly little arms with a dirty vest top. I'd pay fucking money to see that film. Bill Gates in The Killer Cunt, and he just fucking just mowing down, you know, or just doing remakes. Bill Gates is Rambo. Just really high-tech fucking gadgetry and shit like that. I don't know, people. Anyway, that's what Donald Trump allegedly did. They were planning on cutting the scene, but decided against removing Trump after witnessing the audience's reaction. So it paid off, baby. Jesus, yeah, so he's still in the film. I personally don't remember it, but when this article came about, I thought it was fucking great. You can, if you've got the money and the fucking power, right there, people, is capitalism right there. If you know, no need to go to acting school, no need to, you know, like, tread the boards or be an understudy on Broadway or fucking, you know, the West End in London. None of that shit. Just be able to afford a massive fucking hotel and say, I'm in this fucking movie. That's it. What are we on? 31 minutes, people. That is episode 160 of the Ben Briggs podcast. If you want to message me about anything at all, anything, people, it is just podcast@benbriggs.co.uk. I will be back on Tuesday, motherfuckers. Have a good rest of your weekend. Stay safe out there, guys. I'll speak to you then. Take care.